So we have so many things to be thankful for, but yet we always seem to find the ability to point out or seek out, I should say, the conflict in our lives. When do we stop and just realize we are blessed? Our society, just as North American, and if you are in a first, second world country, like you have it pretty good. This time in history is like no other. Technology, medicine, travel. I mean, there's so many things that are just to our advantage, but we go to seek out all of the things that divide us. And the thing that is saddest about it is we're falling into the man-made trap, because most of the things that divide us are man-made. We allow it. I mean, there's some things that are, I guess, tribal in some ways, but in a lot of ways, evolution and time has overcome some of the things that we would have normally said, well, that group of people lives with that group of people because they are most familiar or they are cultured that way. But again, with technology, with travel, the ability to really like bridge gaps between different cultures, lands, generations. We have so much to be thankful for. So let's just start with the simple fact that if you're watching me, what are you watching me through? The technology, a phone. You're watching me on a screen or something that says you have access to something that many other people don't. So there's just that just to start with. Then we have, I mean, even above that, we have hopefully our health. And I never like to be completely doomsday about it, but you could take a look at something that you may have and somebody's doing much worse in another part of the world. Let's just say you have the same thing, but they're in a different part of the world where they can't get the same level of treatment. So again, we have these things, and are there people in this country that don't have the ability to get some of those things? Sadly, yes. But the fact is, it exists here. In some places, it doesn't even exist. It's not a possibility. And so that's the harder part when it comes to this. So we have our health, we have family, we have loved ones, we have people who we can or should be able to hopefully be able to lean on, and they can lean on us in return. A lot of people in any area of the world don't have that, whether they were orphaned, whether they've lost people through conflict, physically, whether they've had to separate because of emotional, psychological traumas, things like that. A lot of us have really solid people in our lives that have really helped build us up and help guide us, and that is something to be extremely thankful for. And in return, that people may look at us as a building, guiding force in their lives as well. There's so much to be said about that. When we just look at the ability to voice our opinions. Again, in this society, there are so many freedoms and rights that are not afforded in other areas. And so, therefore, again, we should be grateful. The fact that we can just wake up and choose to say, I'm going to say good morning to that person, or not say good morning, those are all internal choices. So what we want out of life and how we can improve upon our lives really starts with us, and then we can be thankful. But we shouldn't be thankful just one time a year. This is just food. This is things that we are able to have every day. If we're going to survive, we eat every day. That should be something that we give immediate thanks for every time we have a meal, every time we have a snack, because again, there's a lot of people in this society and other societies that don't have access to that the same way that we do. So for those of us, find what's going to allow you to be grateful for your existence. It doesn't mean you have to throw a party for every small thing that comes your way, but you certainly can we all can find something that we can be grateful for. What I'm wearing right now, the person I'm looking at right now, speaks to my ability to be employed, my ability to earn a living through a company that says we value your skills. We think that what you can do will be of an asset, not a liability to this company. That's something to be grateful for, that somebody sees value in you. I'm looking at a coworker. He's a fantastic guy. I really enjoy when I can come across people who love to laugh, who love to bring comedy, but he knows when to be professional. He knows how to help out. He knows how to really navigate those things. And that's a positive when I can look at some other people in not just here, but in life, who don't carry that same sort of, happy aura about themselves. And that can be a drag to be around. So I'm grateful, I'm thankful that there's at least one person like that here. There's multiple people, but we can be grateful that we don't have to come across some of those dark clouds every day. And then sometimes be grateful for the dark clouds, because it makes you appreciate the people who are genuine and uplifting in your life. Be happy just for real gray clouds, that rain happens, because as much as sunshine and good weather, yeah, sometimes we need rain. So it's something to be thankful for, because I can guarantee you, when people were going through droughts, they were thankful when that rain came, because it meant a bountiful harvest. So there's all sorts of ways that we can shape this, cut this, mold this, see this, view this, act this, and think about this. But it's one of those things that when you sit down tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day, because this is not about one day, that you really give thanks. And give thanks for the way that this has come about, this day in particular, because many people did not have the same experience that you and I shall have over time behind this holiday. There's often a bad history about what Thanksgiving had meant or how it came to be, and that's an unfortunate thing as well. But let's be thankful that we have the knowledge and the education to be able to give thanks, to be able to observe it in a proper context, and be able to sit down with loved ones and friends or whoever and just be able to say, you know what, this is a special occasion, but moving forward, let's look at every time we sit down and eat as a special occasion. Every day we wake up and get up is a special occasion. Just walking, when you look at other people who can't, it's something to be thankful for. And again, it doesn't have to mean a huge party for every small thing, but it certainly can mean much more than sometimes we allow it to. So, guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts. These are mine. Your ace up the sleeve advice, comment, experience. Please leave it in the chats. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I'm thankful for all of it. I'm thankful that I have people watching and will share their thoughts and opinions. So I hope this finds everybody in your place, pursuit, or beginnings of total health, mind, body, and soul. Peace, love, unity, solidarity. And of course, you have the subscription and videos. Stick around.